Hi, welcome back. Today we're going to do a demo on super thin Mushu pancakes. So why don't we get started? So we're going to, this is about a half a cup of regular flour. And the lighter and finer the flour, the better. So like whole wheat is going to be more of a challenge. It's possible, but it's a challenge. So we're going to put it into our processor. Give it a quick sift there, and then we're also going to add a little bit of salt for flavor. There we go. We're going to start this, and we're going to add hot water slowly until the dough is until the flour forms a soft ball of dough. So here we go. You want to go slowly, otherwise you'll end up having to add more flour. It doesn't take much. And there is the ball of dough. Let's take a look at it. That's great. Oh, it's hot. So we have a nice ball. It's a little bit sticky, but it doesn't stick to my hands. All right, so this is going to be the fun part. Here's how you make it thin. How you make the pancakes thin. You're going to have 2 pancakes at a time that you make. We're going to roll it into a ball. We'll put it on our press. This is a tortilla press. We're just going to flatten it a little bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to paint the top of it with a little bit of sesame oil. So that's going to make it slippery. It'll also make it taste pretty good. And then we're going to make another ball of dough. And we're going to paint the top of that with some sesame oil. So what we'll do is we'll put the balls of dough together with the sesame oil surfaces touching one another. And then I'll just cover that with a little bit of plastic. We'll close this down. Press it. And we're going to go for 7-inch or so pancakes. By the way, those were golf ball size pieces of dough that we made the balls out of. And you can see that they're doing a pretty good job of just forming. So what we'll do now is let's head over to our preheated cast iron griddle. It's on medium heat. It's not too hot. Just peel this. It's pretty thin. But remember, there's 2 pancakes on top of one another. So the pancakes are actually half as thin as this. And we're going to just lay that down right on there, just like that. And what we want to have happen is we're going to have each side brown a little bit. But in the center where they're touching, they're going to be steaming. So they're kind of toasted on the outside, on one side, and then in the center they'll be steamed. And you can just kind of see as it turns a light brown, just like a pancake. As it turns a light brown, you'll know that it's time to give it a turn. And you don't want the heat too high because sesame oil burns pretty easily. So here we go. I'm going to turn this over. It's smoking a little bit. Ooh, and that's pretty toasty. You can see it starts to curl a little bit. I turned the heat down just a little bit because it was a little warm. But it's going to brown up. The cast iron does a really good job of holding the heat. So we'll let it cook for about a minute or so, and then we'll check it. This browning is nice. It'll taste really good. So let's take a look and see. Oh, see, there was more browned up there, and you can kind of see it's starting to separate there. So let's take this over here. And we'll see if we can peel these apart. And you'll see how thin these are. There we go. Wow, see the steam coming right out? So the center of these pancakes are steamed. And they're very, very thin. So there's one side. And here's the other side. So there you go. You've got two very thin Mushu pancakes. Steamed on one side, toasted on the other. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.